Hello everyone, happy Thursday and welcome to today's stream. Thank you for joining me as we're going back into the long dark. We are hanging out over in the airfield waiting for a glimmer fog so we can find the last bunker. So ideally today in our 3 hours, we're going to get that fog, find the bunker, and then it's a very long walk back to the train station and then from there on to the new area. So I'm hoping we at least get to the new area today. I don't know how much time we'll have to explore it. I guess it depends on how long we're hanging out here waiting for that glimmer fog. But that's our goal. And hopefully through all of that, we stay alive because we're at the point in the game now that this has a story where if I die, in order to access the new content, I have to really play through all of it again. I have to go do all the bunkers over again and survive through the whole thing. There's no just skipping ahead to the new stuff if I want to do the story. So fingers crossed that we don't lose this save file. And hopefully I didn't just jinx myself. So extra fingers crossed, I guess. Let me say hello to everybody and then we'll jump in. Brian, Kevin, Britt, Russian, Christy, Sarah, Wander, welcome. Good to see you guys. I hope you are all having a good day. I almost thought it was Friday because it's kind of my Friday. Hey, Chuck, good to see you. Welcome. I think I got everybody in that first one breath group of names. If I missed you, yell at me. I'm sorry. All right, so we're in this trailer. I'm really thirsty, apparently. I think that I had finished looting it. I don't remember it being nighttime. I don't remember it being night, but I guess maybe it was. So we're carrying a lot of stuff, 99 pounds, because I picked up, what did I pick up? I guess I don't need these combat boots. I was going to carry all the stuff over to the hangar. I have my little sticky note here. My little sticky note said, search around the trailers, unload everything at the hangar, and don't forget the cattails behind the trailers. Hey, Joseph. So we've got a lot of stuff to go unload. I want these tools. And there's more stuff. Okay, so I guess maybe I didn't finish looting in here. I focused on food. Oh, I think we maybe only left that trailer. I mean, flare. See what the weather is outside. It's clear. Right, this is the runway. The airfield building is that way? Where's the tower? There's the tower. Okay, so there's the tower, so the building's got to be up past it that way. But there are other trailers and stuff out here? Or did I just not look around this one?
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
I want to move everything over. A lot of this is truly just junk that I'm not going to keep. Ooh, food. We came here for the food. I was on the verge of starvation. Because we're just trapped here. There was a blizzard. We're stuck waiting for this fog to clear. That might have been the only trailer, actually. Sometimes I see stuff right there that looks like a box, but it's a rock. It's not a building. So yeah, this might be the only trailer over here. Head back this way. Trying to keep an eye out for wolves. Sometimes there's a wolf out here. There's the building. Okay, now I can see it. Fingers crossed for the fog tomorrow because we're in a better position now that we have food. But it's still not ideal to have to just be stuck here waiting. Did I search this plane? It's kind of far down the runway. I don't think I made it this far. I did not. Empty. Mittens, candy bar. Take the food. I will always take the food.
I think I can use this.
I thought I'd prepared really well, too. Like, when I say that I'll always take the food, like, I thought we'd packed well for this journey. And I guess we kind of did. The bunkers have food in them. The building right here. Like, if I had made it and the bunker had shown right up, like, if turning on the thing had triggered an aurora like I was expecting it to, we would have been fine. The bunkers usually have a ton of canned food in them. Hey, Patrick Gooley, good to see you. I know we jinxed it by saying it was like the bridge episode. It's like karma because I could have done this before taking a break in the playthrough. And probably should have. And then we would have already been jumping right into the new content, but I didn't. So now we're delayed. I thought it was Friday today, Sarah, because tomorrow is field trip day, so it's not like a regular day of the week. So, like, in my mind, as I'm going through it, I was like, okay, and it's Friday. No, it's not. Tomorrow's Friday. Tomorrow's field trip. I might actually run upstairs and sleep here. It's late enough in the night that I don't think we're going to get an aurora. We gotta hope for that daytime glimmer fog. Some of the stuff I would like to have with me, like I'd love to take the, search this right, yeah. I'd love to take the quality tools back to the main base with me. So I might carry them to the train station. Our walk to the train station might be a bit of an encumbered one. All right, so we're going to start by dropping any of the clothes that I don't want, which is pretty much anything that I'm not currently wearing. Nothing that I am wearing really needs repairs. Not worried about that. Drop those. Okay, so that gets me down all the way to 97. That didn't make as big of a difference as I was kind of hoping it would. All right, let's see. Oh, it's the fire log. Fire logs are heavy. I don't want to ditch any of my medical stuff. That feels like a bad idea. It's my clothes. Obviously, I'm not dropping any food. I've got an extra flashlight that I don't need. Drop that. Harvest this. My flares. What did I pick up that's so heavy? Like, I don't want to leave any of this stuff behind. I mean, even if I drop the fire log, I'm still up almost 20 pounds. I guess I could drop some mapping charcoal. 3 pounds of it's kind of a lot. I really don't need that many. I would like to map more stuff. You can see I've barely mapped this at all in this playthrough. We're going to drop the tools for now. I'm going to want those back. Drop one of the flares. Is my lantern full? Almost. I know, where's my RG when I need it? I could ditch this lantern fuel. I've got a full jerry can. Well, no I don't. I've got a little over half a gallon when the lantern only holds a quarter of a gallon. So I've got 2 full lantern refills without this extra couple things of lantern fuel. I don't know. Let's, where are the bedrooms? They're upstairs, right? Let me go sleep. I can barely see, so I'm sure you guys probably can't see at all, but I'm just trying to make it to the beds in the dark. This is the kitchen. This is the bathroom. Here's the beds. This bed works? Yes, but I need to eat something first. I don't want to lose my well-fed bonus overnight. Start with, we'll try to do the full 10 hours. Drop my sleeping bag. All right, fully rested, really thirsty. Luckily, that does not mess with any of my stuff. And it's just about daylight. All right, let's go back downstairs. Carrying a bunch of sewing kits. I really only need 1, so yeah. That would help for sure. Gonna have piles of stuff over here. All right, let's see. All things. Accelerants, medications. I mean, I probably don't need this many, right? Like, I could leave some behind. This is a lot of antibiotics. Keeping all my bandages. I don't need this. We're gonna leave like 7 behind. Cut it in half. Keep my matches. Carrying a lot of coal. That's not doing me any favors whatsoever. But I want it. I left a lot of coal in the basement here, so I don't want to leave too much fuel here. I want to take it with me to where I'm going. Oh yeah, look, I do have a couple of extra. I really just need the 1. Stones. Drop 2 of them. This torch is at 6%. It's not even worth the match to light it. Whetstone, and then I need these wires either. I hate when the delivery people really ring the doorbell. I was using these wires to craft like fishing lures and stuff, simple fishing lures. You get wires for that. But I probably don't need an entire pound of them. I'm still 10 pounds over. Let's at least drop them here for now. I can sort back through it after we get through the bunker. Yeah, because I'm traveling pretty light. I think I left my... Yeah, I left my skillet. All right, so we just added quality tools. I'm not going to list things like sewing kits and stuff. Quality tools. Wires. I really dropped anything else worth noting. Yeah, the wires were for repairing the radio towers. Yes. The ones that were broken. But they're all fixed now. So now they're just for, like, crafting. All right, let's look out for the wolf. But I'm going to head back across to behind that trailer, which is where we came up. We were heading towards, like, that burnt out building, and like the helicopter crash is over there.
Looks like a new day is dawning.
If I'm going to be trapped here, I might as well explore around and see what I can find. I should, actually. I'm going to climb the tower real quick and map from the top of it. I'm not on any kind of, like, time-sensitive mission here until that thing kicks on. So let's go try to get a map of this area. I know this place pretty well now. We spent a lot of time here. At least this airfield portion of it. But I've got the charcoal. I might as well use it. I was just trying to map that like I would in Fountain of Youth. Like I went to the map and I was trying to hit M.
Kill me.
So that I could map it. I'm like, wait, that's not how this works in this game. This is a different game. I don't have any water. Did I, like, thoroughly loot this? Yeah, I was expecting the map to go further. I definitely was. We are this way. Once you're equipped for the cold, this place seems easier, but it's deceptively bad because that giant lake in the middle of it is so easy to get turned around in. Like, so easy to get turned around in. There's the trailer. This is where we're going. Apparently I ordered too much from Amazon because that was a totally different Amazon delivery person. That was a totally separate Amazon person. Hey, Ed Bob, good to see you. Let's have another soda. Yeah, she's a little grumpy about it. Okay, there's deer over there. That's where we're going. I can just make it out from here. There's like a burnt out shell of a building right over there. And I was going to grab these cattails. Because starvation. I'm not going to go too far off the path I'm trying to travel. It's just each one of those cattails could mean the difference between my extra weight capacity and losing my extra weight capacity. And I don't want to lose it. That happened to you yesterday, Sarah? UPS came with like 20 minutes of each other. So funny. All right, that's where we're going. That burnt out building right there. And then that's on the road, so we can pick up the road from there and just kind of keep walking. There's that cabin at the very end of the path, but that's a long walk. I don't know if the thing I read was right, but I kind of accidentally saw something when I was researching the bunkers that indicated the last one that we're going to find is somewhere near this broken building. I didn't like thoroughly read it, but I saw that little factoid and I don't know if it's true or not. Anything interesting in here? Take the charcoal. I dropped some charcoal just to pick up more. Surveyor's Memory. Okay, that's the name of this cabin, I guess. Not cold out. It could just pass time. So much just like wide open space. A blizzard rolls in out of nowhere in this and you're just doomed. Walking in circles, doomed. It would make sense for there to be a bunker in here though, right? Like it's just dead space. They were going to put that in. This feels like it'd be a really good place to do it. Almost midday. Walk the path a bit. I think the dead helicopter's up here. It might be further away than I'm imagining, though. Things tend to feel close, and then you start walking it, and you're like, nope, this is a lot bigger of a map. This new area that we're going to go to is the largest map that they've added in the game so far. It's the largest map, and it has the most indoor built-up area of anything else. I think before that, it was the dam that you had to walk through. It was like multiple stories and all the stuff. Like that was the biggest indoor area. And this is quite a bit bigger than that. Might as well just keep mapping away. Yeah, we're up around the corner a bit. I have to make water. We're this heavy and I've got no water. See any wolves? I know that out on the main lake there's bears. See cattails. Gonna scooch along and grab the cattails. I really thought all the other things triggered the aurora the night after you turned it on. Like, that's what I expected to happen here. It's giving me anxiety that I forgot to turn it on, but I know that I did because this one was already repaired. The only thing I had to do was turn it on. Like, I know for a fact that I did. But I still find myself sitting here thinking, I turned it on, didn't I? This isn't all for nothing. I really did turn it on. You watched it recently and I did turn it on. Okay. I know, right? Push it twice to be sure and accidentally turn it off. That would be something I would do. The good news is, hopefully I don't jinx it, we passed through the blizzard, so I'm actually dressed warmly. The last time we were here was a struggle because I was not equipped warmly. So we were just freezing cold all the time. But we're at full temperature. Like, we're happily existing at full temperature right now. I hate this fog. That might be the helicopter. There's birds circling, so there's something dead there. Yep, that's the helicopter. This is where we nearly died in that last blizzard. We, like, holed up in that and had to, like, run out.
Surrounded by snow and nothing to drink.
Cut down one of these branches, run back and feed the fire over and over and over again. Russian, your delivery person opened and stole your butcher box? That's messed up. Final approach. Cedar limbs.
I'll take it.
Matches. Ooh. I have one of these already. I don't need a new one, but storing one at the base would be nice. All right, got lockers here. And the only good thing about that entire blizzard debacle is you can sleep on this bed. So we were able to survive it.
This'll come in handy.
A bandage. I'm gonna leave the antiseptic. That's extra heavy. Honestly, I might drop some of the stuff I just picked up just to get it out of my pocket. I don't know if I want to walk all the way. Like, there's a cabin up here. I guess we're halfway already. We could keep going. This path, like, winds around and you end up at this cabin up here. Thirsty. Okay, what did I just pick up? I've got cloth, I've got leather, so I'm not super worried about breaking this stuff down. I'm gonna drop it all. Back up to 91 pounds still. I don't need this much tinder. I'm picking the cattails up for this stuff, not necessarily the tinder piece of it. Because I've got a lot of... I guess I don't have any tinder plugs. I just have newspaper. So I'll keep the other 6 of those. All right, the road is back here. I know, right? Me, cucumbered? I can't believe it. I guess if we get all the way there and still no glimmer fog, we can spend the night over there. In the, house. Lunas, good to see you. I want to get snuck up on. The good thing about this cabin up top is that it really is higher up. It's a vista location, so mapping from there will unlock a lot of uncovered map space. Probably water I can drink. Midday. Still no glimmer fog. Probably one of the more frustrating things about this game, this particular story aspect, it wasn't too bad with the other ones because turning the thing on automatically triggered one. You just had to be ready to go. But this one, you're just waiting. Normally the fogs and the auroras and the stuff, you're trying to avoid that. So if one pops up, it's bad because now you're stuck waiting somewhere, so you're not going out in it. But in this case, like, we're just stun locked waiting for it to happen. We are just waiting for it to happen. There's Old Man's Beard. I'm going to grab that. This new map area is... I mean, it's called the Zone of Contamination. Like, the wolves are extremely aggressive. They're not afraid of fire in the same way as regular wolves are. So, like, dropping a torch isn't going to scare them away. So, we're probably gonna get bitten. Hopefully not killed, but potentially bitten. Hey, Pat, good to see you. If I collect this stuff, we can also pass some time crafting. Once we've, finished exploring to pass time. That time wasn't an Amazon person. I don't know what made her upset that time. It was not a third Amazon delivery. Hey, Demon King, good to see you. Ooh, ooh, glimmer fog. This is not a drill. It's happening. Where's the thing? It's weird that it's not picking anything up yet, but we're just going to keep walking down this path. We're not going to make it to the cabin, I guess. People get really upset about this game, about the way that it's kind of... They call it a supernatural direction. But the entire premise of the game has always been some weird aurora event that knocked out all electronics, and they only come back during this aurora. So, I mean... The contaminated wolves doesn't seem supernatural to me at all. They're living in a completely toxic environment. So they're starving. There's no food for them. I don't know. See you later, Russian. We must be really far away. Like, this is Pleasant Valley level far away. We're not even getting a blip. Not a blip. Hopefully there's not. I mean, we just walked this path. There weren't any wolves visible anywhere, so hopefully we're fine. People complain that cardinal directions aren't a thing, but they've explained that magnetic fields have gone wonky. Yeah. It is a very realistic survival game as far as that goes. Like, of the ones I've played, Green Hell is up there too. Like, this is a very realistic game with what you're dealing with. But it's still... Like, we didn't get lost in the wilderness. It's entirely based around the fact that, like, there was a disaster that happened. And, like, a weird, unexplainable one.
That guy who drank his own pee doesn't seem so crazy right now.
Okay, that was past the deer, which means I think we just passed the helicopter, maybe? I don't know, I'm getting a little nervous that we haven't gotten even a blip on the radio. In either mode. You love Green Hell. Some of your friends are going to be playing it again soon. It's so good. I like Green Hell a lot. It is brutal. But that's what makes it so good. Yeah. Still nothing? Yes, exactly, Sarah. It's like post-apocalyptic survival, but without, like... What's that? The way the light just moved over there. Without it being, like, zombies and... I hope that it really is this way. And that we don't miss this glimmer fog and have to go through an entire second glimmer fog. That would be really a bummer. That would really, really be a bummer. What did I have to do to trigger the radio to work last time? We ran into this issue in Pleasant Valley, and it's because I was so far away. I had, like, run along the map of Pleasant Valley and was so far away from it. I just had to get close enough, and then it finally kicked in. But I feel like we're getting closer to where I thought it was going to be, and still nothing on the radio. But that's what I'm hoping, is that we're just too far away from it. And if it's not where I think it is, and we're too far away from it, that's when finding it during this glimmer fog gets a little dicey. Yeah, see, I thought it was near this burnt out building. I thought it was somewhere near here. But it's not. Which means potentially out behind the rate, like the airport section, maybe that area behind it. This way should bring us back towards the airport. I like this mechanic, but at the same time, it's wildly frustrating. Like, still nothing? Well, we know for a fact it's turned on. Because there's a lot of space behind the airport. Like, there's a whole mountain up there. We just have to get close enough to trigger one beep. Just one beep to tell me which direction to walk. There's lights. That's the runway. Okay, we're at the runway. Still nothing. We were pretty close to the cabin, so I don't think it would have been up that way. Does anybody want to Google this for me? A general idea on the map? Because I really thought it was going to be back there, and it clearly is not. And now I am really concerned we're going to miss it. All right, we've got the road. Okay, yeah, see, this is the road leading into the airfield. You can get up behind the airfield going this way, but we're still, like, not a blip. Nothing. I know, right? Where's Dropbod when we need him? Do you, in fact, know 100% it's on? It should be. I mean, I guess we're right here. Now's the time to check. Yeah, we're all the way back at the airport. Still nothing. I hope it's not the other way across the pond, because that's a short walk northeast of Justy's hovel. Oh, I thought this was the hovel. Southeast corner of the map. So yeah, that's... This is the airport. If it's up this way, that might be these mountains. See, when I read hovel, I thought it meant that burnt out building. But did it save it being on? I don't know. I'm gonna wing it in this direction, and if it's not, this doesn't help us. I feel like I remember that. Hovel is a small cabin located on a plateau on the southeast corner of the map. I wonder if I can Yeah, no, it's too low visibility. I was going to say if I could map. I'm not 100% sure I'm on the southeast corner. I know, right? Daisy's having a rough time this morning. I mean, we're definitely south of the airfield. I think if we drop a stick, there's directionality to that. Oops. That is south, right? Doesn't it? Is the fork south? I think the fork points south. So yeah, we want to be like this way. Kind of lost track of like where we are. I remember going to a cabin up here when we were finding the shortcut out of this map area. Oh, 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 okay, we got something. Yep, it's this way. See, now we know we're going in the right direction. All right. There we go. I almost missed it. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, thank you. Because, yeah, I was definitely in the wrong place. That's okay. It adds some adventure. Alright, so now we're at a fork here. Do I try to go below these rocks or above them? We're going to go above them. If I can. Please don't be a cliff. It's like cliff adjacent. The bunny. I saw movement. I was like, oh no, it's just a bunny. Now that we're all the way up here, I wonder if I could find my way out. Probably not. There is a shortcut out of here that does not involve going all the way back to the airfield and then around out the road. We took it the last time, but I don't know if I could get myself there. We're getting closer. The beeping is picking up.
I would drink almost anything about now.
Yeah, I know. Yep. Much closer.
God, I'd eat anything right about now.
I'm being okay, yeah, we need to eat. Quietly listening to the beeping, guys. I look like I'm gonna sprain something trying to walk on this hill this way. Okay. doing the thing. Where it's bringing me to a deadish end. Get up here. Yeah, Glimmer Fog is better than Aurora. I agree. Although I'm probably going to have insomnia by the time we get there. Seem closer. Is it just me? Am I making it up, or is it really beeping faster? It feels like it's beeping faster. Hey, No Fish, good to see you. Definitely beeping faster now. We're almost there. I'll be right here. The neighbor's lawn people are there. It's this little bump, isn't it? It's gotta be this. Yeah. Yay! We did it! We did it! Into the hatch. We did it. All right. Search the bunker for clues. I gotta figure out if... Here's the... Oh, gotta go through the door. I gotta double check and see if there's a recap of the whole story. Water purification tablets, canned corn, a book, herbal tea, rifle cartridge. Oh, look at their little group photo. Wilderness kitchen. Lantern fuel, a storm lantern. Lots of water.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
Yeah, I know. Food. I need all of the food. Keep going. I feel like I'm gonna have to search this thoroughly by lantern lights. This is the bathroom.
I could eat anything right now.
Actually drink some of this water. No, you can't cook inside unless there happens to be a like a stove, a wood barrel or something, or a wood burning stove. Right, here's the bedrooms.
Well, this stuff will come in handy.
I'm gonna be super encumbered, but I'm just gonna try to bring as much of this as I can back to the main technical balaclava. Tougher with better resistance against wind and water. Oh. I might not have to be a cucumber anymore, or a pickle. I'm gonna be,
Nobody needs this anymore.
I'm gonna be blue. There's a workbench in this one? Oh, that is good.
can use this.
Curtains, pillows. There's a lot to break down. So heavy.
I'll take it.
All right, so yeah, this is back in the kitchen. So this is back the exit. No, this is not the exit. I'm already turned around. I definitely do not need spray paint, but... It would be cool if you could cook with lamp oil. Stump remover. Fire logs. Oh, I'm not going to be too encumbered to move now. Not with 12 pounds of fire logs. Gauntlets. Wires. Gonna leave that. Alright, yeah, I need like the office room. Got myself turned around and now I'm encumbered. Like really, really, really encumbered. But I need the office. That's usually where the little notebook with the clues is. Alright, so this way. Here we go. This is the room I need. The flare. I mean, I'm assuming this is the room I need. This is the room that the rest of the clipboards were in. Ooh, a hacksaw. Alright, yeah. Interview transcript 17.
Entry 17, Project Medical Officer. We have attempted various psychological interventions with the team members. Interviews reveal that the deeper the recall exercise, the greater the distortion. Consolidation failures appear in each patient, no matter the subject content. So far, these have yielded little actionable data. We do, however, hold out hope for a treatment strategy to apply away from their work environment. Proximity to the site of exposure is my last best guess. Behavioral changes are becoming more alarming. I will be including the following transcript excerpt in my summary report to be followed with project leads before team extraction, should it occur. We're almost finished. Please stay calm. Where has your mind settled then? Focus on the last image, please.
We just wanted to get out. To burn it all down. Or did we? I had it there, but I lost it again. I can't remember what it was. He said he'd stand with us if something went wrong. What did we do? What did they make us do? They can't get away with this!
End recording.
Oh yeah, this is the workbench. Broken TVs. Jerry can. Is that it? I feel like there were rosters and stuff in some of the other ones. Planks. Can of gunpowder. Cardboard box. Oh yeah, the hacksaw. I need to drop some of this stuff that I'm carrying. Just some of it, you know? Not everything. Just some of it. Most of it. Okay, good. My insomnia risk is healed.
God, I could eat a horse.
Yes, I know you're hungry. We've got lots of food now. Eat this can of corn. Oh, there's another office right here. Okay, yeah, Security Chief's Log 29. That's the other thing we looked for.
Whatever happened here, it's not a virus, or any known pathogen. At least that's what the doctor tells me. There are no visible injuries, only invisible ones. My symptoms have just started, but they track what the others have gone through. Things are starting to get fuzzy, just like with them. Faces I can't remember. Like an old photo, blurry around the edges. Crumbling. The few men left up here can't be trusted to care for themselves. We've had to lock them in their quarters to keep them from wandering off. We tried going a different way, more psychological. We had a little luck at first, and then it all collapsed again. Rudiger hasn't been back to see us since we took the machine offline. I'm struggling myself, and holding out for the resupply he promised. Will it get here in time? I've changed, somehow. The men, the medical officer, all of us. But not him. Not Rudiger. He'll want the research. It shows some bizarre benefits, even if it's come at a price. Rudiger found what he was looking for. He can keep it.
Right, that's what this whole thing was, trying to figure out what happened to these people. We completed the signal void, yay! Okay, mission accomplished. That just means we've got to get out of here and head to... Search the Langston mine for remnants of Rudiger and his project. Okay. So that's the next step, is the mines have traces of Rudiger and his project. So these bunkers were kind of like the fallout, if you will. It was like the interviews of them dealing with what was happening.
I'm gonna need to rest soon.
To them. But it seems like maybe in the mine we'll find real answers. I don't need another flashlight. This one's not even as good as the one I have. I mean, I picked up a lot of things that I don't need, to be fair, so... I'm not gonna grab the wires or the fuses. Quality tools, though. That is good. We are crawling. We are crawling. I want to find the entrance so I can drop all this stuff at the door. Where I'm more likely to remember. Ooh, there's a granola bar on the floor right there. Okay, no, please. I don't need the granola bar bad enough to do that. How much do I weigh right now? Oh, only 132. It's fine. I'm only carrying 132 pounds. No problem at all. All right, where's the door? This is back to the bathroom. Whoa. Oh, okay, that was terrifying. Thought my game crashed. It did not. The aurora is just over. Or glimmer fog, I guess. I was not prepared for the sudden darkness. Okay. Let's drop a ton of this. Drop those. I'm gonna drop... Yeah, I really don't want to get rid of either one of these. Well, I'm gonna want to pick those back up, I think. I need a different pile for stuff that I don't need to pick back up. I don't need the spare clothes or jeans. Or pea coat. Do I want the pea coat? Mariner's pea coat. Yeah, no. That's what I'm wearing is a pea coat already. So no. Kind of want the hacksaw to complete my collection of tools, but I don't know if I'm going to have the weight capacity to carry that all of the time. 5 pounds in this jerry can, 5 pounds in this jerry can. Drop that one. Down to 107. I think I immediately started dropping things in the pile that I wanted to maybe keep, so it's fine. Drop that. Drop a can. I don't need 2. I don't need these fuses anymore. I really don't need this second lantern, but it feels wasteful. It feels wasteful. Sarah, you found a bit of a summary of what we found in the bunkers for the story? Yes. I never went to look and see if there was like a story recap in the game. Collections, notes. This is just our skills. This is our map. Yeah, so please share, Sarah. Drop this one. All right, now I can at least move. You can eat the dog food. As you progress with the objectives of Signal Void, the purpose of each of the bunkers begins to become clear. A device was built in a large mine and was used to experiment upon patients that were kept inside each bunker, though the test results of the experiment are currently unclear, known as the Rudiger's Project. Okay, so now that we've gone through each of the people, or each of the bunkers, now we're going for the machine. Okay, we can sleep 10 hours without struggling. Okay, we're thirsty, we're hungry, but we're alive. Yeah, for sure, Ed. For sure. If I leave stuff behind, I'll definitely jot it down. I'm hoping to like super encumbered walk my way back with as much as I can. I'm probably going to do some crafting. I'm going to keep eating some food. Drink some water. So I might have to go outside to do some crafting and repairing and using stuff. I'm pretty sure I thoroughly searched through this area. I was leaving the sewing kit behind on purpose. Oh, see, I missed a cup of tea. It's easier to loot by lantern light. The ultimate prize of the island-wide scavenger hunt is the exclusive Security Chief's rifle holster, which is found leaning beside a kitchen crate in the first room. In this place? You definitely didn't.
I'm not
And...
going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
oh, yeah, right here. Security Chief's rifle holster. Reduces the weight of your primary rifle. I remember that now. I remember that the thing about that when the game came out. Because rifles are so heavy. I don't even have mine with me right now. I left it at the main base because it's so heavy. Okay, we popped through here. This is the storage room. Well, not storage room. This is like the office room that had the flashlight in it. And all the machines. Search the file cabinets. Leaving the book. Nothing in here. A little bloody in here. That's concerning. It's a little concerning that it's bloody in here. Some of this stuff, like if you break down these crates and stuff, there'll be stuff inside of them. This was the workshop room. Skipped a first aid kit. Ooh, another stim. That's good. Stims are good. I'm gonna leave the gunpowder behind. That's way too heavy. Well, I'll move it so it's closer to the door. Inventory weight is such a struggle in this game. Like, you really can't afford to carry something like multiple guns and jump remover, leather, cloth, scrap metal. Nope, don't extinguish. Pick up the metal. Got behind here, there's an extra pry bar. All right. Nothing in there. Here's where we piled up our stuff. This is the entrance right here. Okay. Ooh, a can
This
opener.
stuff will come in handy.
I think that's a better quality can opener than the one we've got. Missed a container with lots of food in it. Okay, so much food. So much food. Ideally, I would like to leave all of this food at the train station if I can carry it back there. If I can make it, that's where I want to leave it, because coming back here is not efficient. Especially not for me. You know what my odds are of finding this place without the map? Without the thing? Alright, we're at 136 pounds, so I just want to get closer to the entrance and then I'll drop some of this stuff. The entrance was this way, right? Next, we came to the kitchen first. Here's the stairs. Okay. Here's the stairs. We're obviously not going to walk at this pace all the way back to the train station. Though if it was just me without you guys, I might. I did that in my recording of the story mode once. I just cut the footage of me walking at only slightly faster than this pace across the whole map. Not realizing that as soon as I got to where I was going, it was the end point of that story mode and I lost everything anyway. Like, all of that was for nothing. That whole trek for nothing. I was so upset. I had so much good stuff on Astrid. All gone. Do I want to leave it down in the bunker? Or should I bring it out of the bunker? Maybe I should bring it outside. Alright, leave it right here, actually. Okay, what do I definitely not need to bring with me? I'm gonna eat this. Eat that. I'll drop the spare pry bar. I think you have to put this in an accessory slot. Yeah, you can put it on, like, in place of these things. So that's something I'll be leaving back at the main base, if and when I get there. Okay, I got distracted. I'd like to try to bring the lantern. Oh yeah, is that better? Less temperature, actually, but better in every other way. It might be because it's not fully repaired. So I probably gotta fix this up, and then I can look at it. I'm gonna try to map when I get out of here. I might also put a spray paint marker. That will help me find my way here without the other stuff. I'm gonna drop the torches. I have enough flares that I don't really technically need them. I'm gonna drop the stump remover. And didn't I have gunpowder? I think I picked up gunpowder too. Yeah. I'm gonna drop this can opener. I wanted the better one, that's why I picked it up. We're still at 129, guys. Food is so... Food is heavy, but I can't get rid of any of it. All my teas are very heavy. I'm not dropping the flare gun. It only weighs a pound. A stump remover is used for making bullets. It's an ingredient in bullet making. $129, and I've got nothing I really want to leave behind. Let's get out of here, refuel our lantern. What time of day is it? Sun's just coming out. We're gonna try that kind of stuff. We're gonna relight the lantern. I'm going to try to map from up here. Okay, yeah, the hatch shows on the map at least. So this is where we are in relation to the other stuff. It's cold. That's a wolf. Not loving that for us. I'm not loving that at the speed that we're currently moving. Let me try to... Oh, I'm going to drop this. I don't need that. I don't need these spare socks. I could leave the, like, fire logs and stuff. That's 13 pounds right there. But the fire logs are so good. You know what? I guess I could light a fire. I'm not loving this weather shift. It, like, the sun's coming up. And it's this dark looking. Alright, well, let's real quick just hear...
Looks like I made it through the night.
Omega bunker. What did I leave? A pry bar, stump remover, gunpowder. I have so many bullets in this mode that I don't think I'd ever need to make more. What else did I leave behind? It's pretty much it that I would consider coming back for. Hey, Kat, good to see you. I want to see where we go. Yeah, I could have updated the notes inside the bunker. Just popped back down in there. Where do we go from here? Where is this bringing me? Anything interesting that I can see from up here? It would be really handy from here to find my way out. Like the back way out of here, but I just don't think I'm going to pull it off. Yeah, we didn't get that much further. What I was hoping for was a bit of a sheltered...
The cold is making my head feel thick.
Okay, well, I've come too far now because I can't go back up there to go in the bunker. I was hoping for like a wind-sheltered spot that I could make a fire, and then it's outdoors so I can read, I can do stuff. Because in the bunker, it's dark now. I can't do anything. Although I'm pretty sure even if you're inside, if it's considered daytime, even if it's pitch black, the game will allow you to do things. At least we're bypassing the wolf, although I'm really not sure I'm going the direction that I want to go in. Nope, I need to actually select to drop one. Like, that's north. So yeah, like, we're heading this way. I need to go that way if I'm going to try to get back to the road. Which feels like the safest thing to do, honestly. I'd love to find the shortcut out of here, but I'm not feeling great about my odds of doing that.
It's too cold to think.
I know. I'm hoping behind these rocks I can light a fire. So heavy. I'm gonna die to the pursuit of loot again. It's always the loot that gets me. The wind's coming this way, though. If I can get behind this rock, if there's any logic in this game, it will be sheltered from the wind. And then I can warm up some of the food. Here we go. Yeah, this is sheltered. I'm going to tuck right up in here as much as I can. All right, we're going to use a cattail. And a stick.
Come on, little fire.
Try that again. Okay. We're warming up at least. In the process of doing this, we are getting a little bit warmer.
Come on, little fire.
You can do it. Almost there. Ah, yay. Okay. All right, so that makes it a much warmer fire. We're warming up a lot. Actually. Yeah, let's make some corn or pork and beans at 22%. So let's warm up some pork and beans. 13 minutes until ready. 71%, 52%, 19%. Let's heat up this canned corn. I'm risking food poisoning right now, but it's fine. Okay, my hypothermia risk is healed, so that's good. I wonder if I'm somewhere... Okay, yeah, so we're down here. We're definitely going the wrong way. Because out is this way. So I've got to get kind of like down and around to head this way. I'm going to eat this. It's going to have the extra benefit of warming me up while I do it. And then I don't need those extra cans. All right, let's refuel our lantern. Okay. Can we refuel the other one? Dense fuel that way. Honestly, probably... How long is left on this? 2 hours? Let's, repair this thing. It will take 27 minutes. All right, so now does that fit better? Yeah, now that's better in every way than the green one. Look at, you can see the ear warmer thing now. You guess you could before too, I guess. I've never noticed that you could see this over my hat. It's so silly. 94, 100, 98, 99, 94, 90. We'll use up some of the cloth from my inventory. Kill some time. An hour left. 121. All right. What am I gonna leave? What am I gonna leave behind? I can eat a bunch of this ham. I'm still really hungry. Oh, I got food poisoning.
I just want to die.
I knew that was a risk. All right, so antibiotics for my food poisoning. And now 10 hours of recovery time. You'll weaken until you treat it. It passes or you die. We're moving faster. Not super fast, but faster. I'm going to warm up a cup of coffee for the heat buff, the liquid, and yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. Four minutes until ready. Okay, drink the coffee. It's going to blow out. We're going to try it. All right, so we've got the heat buff, got a fatigue buff. A little thirsty. We're at full health and we'll be able to sleep off the food poisoning. I could sleep it off now, but I'm not going to bother. But yeah, we need to go, I think, this way. This is where not having a great understanding of the map is going to hold me back, because we're definitely going the long way. There is a shorter way out of this situation, but I don't know what it is, and I'm not going to struggle with it. There's actually a cave somewhere that connects the new area directly to this map. So there is a way to get between the two of them without going all the way back around past the train station, but I don't know where it is on either end. Oh, there's the tower. Okay, I can see the air tower from over here, so... We're just going to walk along this. We'll come out by the airport and then up, and we'll take the whole road across. It's going to be a long, slow walk. We'll have lots of chit-chat time. Lots of time to chit-chat. And then, hopefully, there's no, like, you know, bear or anything terrible over here. But once we get to the road, we're golden. There's no wolves. Wolfgang, I don't even think I said hello. Good to see you. Where's the field trip tomorrow? We are going to Disney tomorrow. We're going to a Disney park, which is going to be exhausting. And I'm really, fingers crossed, hoping that I don't have another kid to chaperone. Because if I do... Actually, should we head for the airport? Let's head for the airport. I can leave some stuff there. If I don't have another kid, then I can leave with my kid whenever I want. Like, literally the morning procedure is show up, meet them at the ticket thing, collect her, or any other potential child, and then sign her out for the day with the teacher, and then that's it. I never have to interact with the class again. We just go off and do our own thing. So if it's just me and her, I can leave whenever I want. But if we have another student, I have to stay until 6:15. And we have to meet there at 9:15, for reference. That's a 9-hour day. That is a 9-hour day in a Disney park. I couldn't even tell you the last time I did that. It's going to be an experience. So hoping that I do not have another student that I'm responsible for. Because then we'll probably leave somewhere around dinner time, like, you know, 3, 4 o'clock maybe. Maybe, fingers crossed. Hey, Chill, good to see you. But yeah, it has the potential to be a very long day, which is why I didn't even try to leave a stream scheduled this time. I was like, you know what? Nope. I'm just going to go ahead and say right now, if Gatorland was exhausting, Disney Park is going to be just done. There's no way I'm going to do that whole day and then come and be like coherent enough to stream. This works out really well. I'll pop in. I'll reassess my gear again. I feel better leaving stuff here at the airfield. I'd like to take as much stuff back with me as I can. Will she be upset with us for leaving early? In theory, she will be. She does say if we don't, when I talk about having another student or not having another student and being able to leave whenever we want, she's very like... But I get to decide when we leave, and, you know, we don't have to leave early. I want to do all the things. But she always says that, and we've historically never made it to the end of a field trip time, because it's a long day. It's a long day for her and her little legs, too. Yeah, sunscreen. Yep, gonna put the sunscreen on the back of my neck this time. It potentially is gonna rain. And it's a small chance. It's only like last time I looked, it was like a 30% chance of rain. But I cannot even express to you how miserable a Disney park when the high is like, I think the high tomorrow is 70 in the rain. It's gonna be so bad. So fingers crossed that the weather is good and that everything's fine. A golf cart, yeah. One of those little like scooter, those little scooter chairs that people whiz around crashing into people's ankles with. We're definitely moving slower now that the coffee wore off. It's only noontime, though. Yeah, like the animal-shaped ones you can find in malls to drive around on. This is so funny.
Man, if I don't rest soon, I'm gonna faint.
So funny. Having another kid with you in a trip like this, too, just like... I don't know, I'm really lucky that I can go. Again, I complain about these field trips, but, like, I understand how privileged I am to be able to go, and I'm really glad to get to go and spend that time with them. But also, like, that's a long day. They're supposed to bring money for lunch and dinner. Having another kid with you just makes it really weird and awkward when it comes time to, like, you know, stop and buy something or get food. The last time I had another student was, it was a while ago, admittedly. It was my son's first grade field trip, so 5 years ago. It's the only time that I had somebody other than my own kid to worry about on a field trip. And it was pouring rain, and she brought no money. She brought no food. She didn't have a lunch with her. It was pouring rain, so I had to buy... I say had to. I bought her a rain poncho and my own kid a rain poncho. I had to buy food for her because how do you not, right? Like, how do you not do that? But that experience now gives me anxiety about, like, either my kid going without me or having another kid with me. I know, right? I mean, like, it was either I do it or I think the teacher would have paid it out of her own pocket.
I need to close my eyes.
And that's not fair either. I actually felt really, really bad for the little girl because she was completely invested in the fact that her dad was coming. Like, she was assigned to me as a chaperone, but her dad was coming. Those particular field trips, like, even though I was with my own kid, there was still a group that you had to stay with. So for me, it was just me and this girl. And if her father had come, it would have been both of us having to stay together. For my daughter's field trip of the same type, it was like 4 of us, 4 moms and 4 kids, and we had to stay together, which is also kind of my worst nightmare. But the teacher said to me, she's like, he didn't sign up to chaperone. Like, we don't have him listed. He's not going to be here. But this little girl was just convinced that her dad was coming. And then, of course, he did not come. And it was, I felt terrible. I felt terrible. So then I was like, did he really intend to come? Is that why he sent her with nothing? I don't know. It's hard to say. Yeah, it's gonna be a long day. She's excited to do it. We haven't been to Disney since, I mean, I used to work there, so we went all the time because I didn't have to pay to get in. So we went a couple times a month. But we haven't been since 2021, probably. It's been a couple years. So she's really excited to get to go. And she might just want to stick it out for the whole day anyway. We'll see. Known as the best school friend mom ever. One can hope. So yes, I do my like venting to you guys about how it's going to be a long day, but really it's going to be good. She's going to have a great time. Of all places, like I know where I'm going there. I've been there like 1,000 trillion times, even though they've changed some stuff, but like, you know, I know what I'm getting into.
Man, I could use a drink.
Yeah, Disney is hot weather, hour-long waits, and lots of walking. That is accurate. You're here for the vents? Yeah. I just never want to come across, like, I hate as I'm venting, like, I never want to come across as, like, I truly only feel negatively about it. Because it does, I mean, like, I do treat these as, like, little vent sessions and chat about the things that I'm anxious about doing it. But sometimes I think about it, I'm like, I never want to come across, like, I don't want to do it or I'm upset that I have to do it. I mean, obviously I signed up. I didn't have to sign up to do it. Parks don't change just 3 theme, changing cost billions. Well, they just completely redid the entire entrance to the park. So they legitimately have changed it. Like the entire entrance and how it works is completely different. It just reopened actually. Like they just reopened all the things. It's the changes to procedure that tend to give me anxiety too. Like it's somewhere I've been a million times. So like really, I shouldn't have anxiety about this field trip. I usually have field trip anxiety because I get anxiety going and doing things that I've never done before. So in theory, like this shouldn't be a problem, but now it's stuff like, what if I can't find where they're meeting? And you know, I don't know what the procedure is for entering anymore. And this is the first time in over a decade that I'm going not as an employee. So what if my ticket doesn't work the way that I think it's supposed to? You know, it's all the anxieties. It's all the anxieties. All right, so now here we are. I'm going to drop, what can I drop? I'm going to leave the scrap metal behind. Definitely don't need that. I feel better having the stuff here versus, you know, not here. Firearm cleaning kit, going to leave it. Going to leave a flare. I'll just take 2 with me. I think I'll leave this jerry can behind. Well, maybe I can walk there with it. Maybe I can walk back to the main area carrying it. I'll leave a lantern here. This would be a good place to have a backup lantern because of the basement situation that's here. Drink some water. Now I'm very, very tired. So how fast am I moving? Not very. Let's sort by weight. What's heaviest? Let's drop the fire logs. Nope. Drop the fire logs. We'll drop the jerry can. I want to get to where I can get upstairs at a reasonable pace. This is a little bit better. I'm walking even slower because my weight capacity right now is 44. Yeah, I'm going to jot down notes before I leave. It's not terrible to get over here, but it is inconveniently out of the way. So it would just be much easier if I can get as much as I can to the train station. My ideal situation is to get as much as I can to the train station. So I'm going to go assess my piles of junk carefully before I leave for this walk. Let's sleep for 10 hours. Now would be a good time to have the trefoil. Yeah, it would. I need a deer pelt. Okay, my food poisoning is healed. Ooh, it's an aurora. Now we get 2 auroras in a row? I'm actually not completely rested. Sleep for another 2 hours. Try 4. Okay, now I'm fully rested. See, now I'm back to being able to carry 77, so this level of encumbrance is not that bad. This is a true aurora with aurora wolves and all that stuff, so nonsense. We're not going to go out in this. Give me another 5 streams before I move everything to the train station. Yeah. Well, that's why I got to get it all in one run. As much as I can in one run right now. Like, I already know I'm going to want to bring this branch. This is the maple sapling that I'm working on curing. This is all truly nonsense. This is all old clothes, which is truly nonsense. Storm kit. I left my quality tools already. Can I bring this other lantern? What does that bring me to? 117. I'm fine leaving all the scrap metal. We've got the flashlight here. Sewing kits, clothing. Most of this should already be noted. Hacksaw. Simple tools, coal, ski boots, pry bar. Let me take back the maple sapling. I'm actually carrying that now. I need the maple saplings for the travois thingy. Quality tools. I'm going to take those with me. Take that stuff with me. Clothes, flashlight. Yeah, okay. Let's note the flashlight too. That's the only other thing that I'm leaving here that might be relevant. Because I picked up both quality tools. I would love to have those closer to home. Okay. Dialogues I really want to have on me. This balaclava thing is, I mean, at this point, it's just extra clothing, but I'd love to leave that at home as well. Or closer to home, at least at the train station. Not so far away. I'm going to drop this magnifying lens. I've never used it. I've got way too many matches. Magnifying lens. Here we go. Where's the best place to hunt deer? My hunting rifle's back at main base. What I'm hoping to find at some point in a safe location is one of those deer carcasses that's just like laying on the ground. If I can find one of those, then I don't have to kill it. I can just take the hide off of it. And then I have to find somewhere to bring it inside to cure for 5 days or however many days it takes. So, yeah. One of the challenges and the reason I want so much food is part of this new mine area. I've heard a couple people complaining about it because it's infected and there's these infected wolves and whatever. Or not, contaminated, not infected. There's no food. There's no bunnies. There's no deer. There's no fish. There's not even like a bear or a moose that you can hunt. And these wolves, the whole point is that they're starving, and that's what makes them more aggressive and desperate. So if you do kill one, they have no meat. You can't actually get any meat off of them, which is, problematic. Let's try to read this book. Pass the rest of the night. It's too dark to read. Okay, so that means the aurora's over. And now I'm very thirsty. All right, but if the aurora's over, then that means we might as well get going on walking out of here. I'm going to eat the rest of this ham. If I get food poisoning again, that will be unfortunate. But I might as well get rid of it now when I'm in like a semi-safe location to deal with that. Okay. We're a little heavy, but we're good. Yeah, if you could even manage to get meat, it would probably be contaminated, yeah. I think next time... Ooh. Crap. This is 3 down arrows, level cold. Is this going to turn into a blizzard? I'm torn on if I want to walk really far away. I think this might be... Yeah. You did warn me, Wander. I think we might be trapped here. At least another day. Or until this weather passes. It's a long walk. And there's nothing between here and those trailers that we can get to that will give us any kind of protection. But yeah, at least we have food. So much for getting the food to the new location. We're going to need it to survive. But, you know, the point is we'll be able to survive to get there. I'm going to go sleep. At least for another hour or two and get us back to fully rested before the sun comes up. That is how this game rolls. Are the emergency snow shelters still bugged? I'm not sure. I haven't heard one way or the other. And I'm kind of afraid to find out the hard way. Definitely afraid to find out the hard way. Alright, we're at least fully rested. If we still can't go outside, it sounds windy. Yeah. Definitely still too cold. Okay, can I keep reading my book? Is it too dark to read? Okay. I need it to be a little bit further. The sun's not quite far enough over the horizon yet. Let's pass an hour. Okay. Check the weather. We're only 2 down arrows of cold. Let's read a little bit and see what happens. Now we should be able to. Even though we're inside, the game is still going to consider it to be daylight. I'm going to be real thirsty when this is done. Okay. It looks nice outside. It's bright in here. Ha! Perfect. Perfect. Gorgeous weather for a long, slow walk across the map. And I'm hungry, so let's just go ahead and eat something. These aren't going to solve my weight issues very much, but at least I can be fully... Well, not fully. 75% full on calories. All right, off to the road. We're taking the long way. To test stuff in this game, you definitely have to, like, log into a completely different save file. What's this? Did I shoot something here? Apparently, revolver shells. Okay. Or maybe I reloaded my gun right there. It's probably standing there when I reloaded my gun at some point. I was kind of hoping that, like, with the loot, that some of the stuff we needed would be in other places we go. But I guess it kind of makes sense that it wouldn't. 'Cause there's special, like, a gas mask and protective, like, rubber boots that you can wear. Because there are just, like, pools of toxic chemicals on the ground that will just eat through your clothes. So I was kind of hoping we'd maybe find some around, but it makes sense that they would only be in that area. We're not doing too bad. 112. We're slow, but could be worse. I mean, it was worse earlier, so like this is definitely an improvement. The challenge is going to be trying to get unencumbered before we leave the train station. Can I manage it? There are rope climbs. I watched a little bit of somebody playing in the new area, and they had a rope climb to get into the mine. And I was like, oh, I'm doomed. I am doomed if that's the case. The travel is good too. Like, I do want one, but it's not meant really for, like, exploration walking. You can't go up steep inclines with it. If you do get to a rope, you have to unload it. You can fold it up, I guess, according to the details. So, like, if I were to get to a carry rope, I'd have to climb up, drop all my stuff, climb down, take all the stuff out of the little travoy thing, climb up and leave that, go back down. So yeah, it would be like up, down, up, down. The good news is that it does fold up, so you can take it with you. Before they released all the patch notes, people were concerned that you were going to need to make a bunch of them. Like, if you think about when we went from Milton, Mountain Town, to our main base area, there's a rope climb on each end of that. So, like, you'd have to have one of those little things on the Mountain Town side of the map, and you'd have to have another one on the other side of the map. But you can fold it up and put it in your backpack. It just takes, like, you know, the up and down a few times. It's doable. It makes sense. It's like they gave it to us, and it's really good if you're moving base and have a lot of stuff to move. I've seen comments from people that are using them a lot if they go and, like, hunt a bear or a moose. Being able to pull that to get it home is easier than, like, you know, making a million trips. So we're going to make it, but it doesn't just magically make you be able to carry a ton extra, unfortunately. Be nice if it did. I think if I went to find the technical backpack allows you to carry more stuff. Yeah, like a hunting sled in real life. Exactly, Christy. And the moose hide satchel, what I was disappointed by in the story mode, and I don't know if it truly, like, if it was a mistake or not, like, I can carry an extra 11 pounds because I have my well-fed bonus. Like, I'm being really careful to not starve so I can carry that extra 11 pounds. The moose hide satchel lets you carry an additional 11 pounds. So to me, those things should stack. I should be able to stack with the food benefit, but it didn't work that way. The satchel and backpack need to stack with bonus. Yeah, exactly, Pi. Like, it makes sense that it should stack with a bonus. that a deer or a wolf? It's a wolf up to my right. We don't have any stink squiggles. We haven't done anything remotely surrounding meat or hides. He's way over there, so we should be okay. Got a lot of these distress flares now, too. 44 bullets. I'll have it out and ready, but I don't think we're going to need to shoot him. Or shoot to scare him. He's way over there. We're actually warming up right now. The temperature has an up arrow. The downside to carrying this much weight is that we are getting tired faster, though. All right, main road out of here. I don't remember ever running into wolves or anything along this stretch, so we're probably good. If I walk faster if I put my gun away, I think that's a Subnautica thing. Swimming faster without a tool in your hand. I think I'll be fine unloading a lot of things into the train station, especially if I linger for a bit. Like if I fully repair my gun, this place that we're going is like an end of the road type thing, kind of like where we're just leaving now, right? I don't need to bring my repair tools and my firearm cleaning kit and even my whetstone to sharpen stuff. Like I'm not going to be there that long. To the a length of time that's going to require me to be doing massive repair work. So I'm probably going to leave everything but like maybe my sewing kit. I'll keep that on me in case I get attacked by wolves and need to repair my clothes. But I don't think I'm going to bring everything. If the flare gun doesn't work against these new wolves, I honestly might even leave the flare gun behind. I wonder if the gunshot scares them. The clip I probably watched about 15 minutes of this video that involved like getting to the mine and going down the rope. But I watched a video specifically where they were testing the wolves. And like fire seemed to do it sometimes, but not every time. But when you scared the wolf away, it would be like, okay, you scared it. It would run like 3 steps and then re-aggro. And the aggro distance on them was absolutely ridiculous. So even if the gun scares it away, it's not going to scare it for long. Like it's going to keep coming right back at you until you can get where you need to be. So I'm hoping that the gun works, and I'm hoping with 44 bullets that I can scare things enough that we can get past it. The majority of the map being indoors, well, I shouldn't say the majority. I don't know what the percentage is. I just know that a lot of it is in the mines, and once you get that far, there's no... Well, I shouldn't say there's none, right? Because there is a map. There's one cave on this map that has a wolf in it. Not this map, but like in the game. There's a cave somewhere in the game that has a wolf in it. So I shouldn't say for sure, but they're mines, not caves. It's not caves, it's a mine. There shouldn't be anything bad in it. The bad thing that you're facing in the mine is like the toxic gas fumes. Similar to what we had to deal with in story mode, for anyone that watched that series. But, like, you have to find the little gas mask because you can't get to places. But at least there will not be wolves and stuff. Yeah, it's an environmental danger versus, like, a predator danger. Which means that if I have to drop weight to get down a rope, then I could leave my gun behind. The only thing would be, what if you don't come back out the way you went in? That would be problematic. So maybe I won't do that. The gun should be something I probably always keep on my person. I'm definitely going to want my spray paint can. That would be easy weight to drop, but it's like a maze of mine tunnels, and I'm not great memory-wise. So I need a way of, like, marking where I've been before. So if I come back around, I can be like, oh yeah, no, I turned down that path already. There's a little trailer. I'm not going to stop at the trailer this time. I'm half tired, but I think we can make it. I know Pi was trying to make a joke and we were all like, ooh, tacos. I was right there with you. I don't think I've ever had Salisbury steak. I don't think I've ever had it. I think I ignored these acorn trees. No, I got some. I can see the marks. Maybe I left this one on this side of the road. That looks like I didn't get this one. I think I'm going to leave it though. I'm okay on calories. And if I ever do make it back this way, maybe I'll need those acorns. Make it with ground beef. What is it meant to be made with? Cube steak? What kind of steak are you meant to make Salisbury steak with? Oh, mushroom gravy? Oh, maybe that's why I've never had it. Maybe that's why I've never had it. Oh, the Salisbury is like the sauce part, so you can put it on like any kind of meat. Cut up your own steak. So yeah, the Salisbury, that would make sense. Salisbury steak refers to like sauce on steak, and you can use whatever kind of steak you have around. I can see that. I'm hungry now, guys. In real life, hungry. In the game, I'm doing pretty good. I went to the grocery store this morning. Straight from bus stop, so I was being super productive and motivated. Kids got on the bus and I went straight to the grocery store. And, oh, it stung so much. $141. And I was like, oh, groceries are so expensive. But it was mostly buy one, get one free items. So I saved $121. I spent $141, but I saved $121. So really, it was $262 worth of groceries at Publix pricing, which is more expensive than most other stores. So it kind of like evens out a little bit. They had a lot of good stuff on sale, though, and I'm gearing up for the kids to be home for 2 whole weeks, which you'd think, like, they're only at school for lunch. So I don't understand, like, them being home somehow manages to, like, triple my grocery bill. You spend, like, $200 every 2 weeks. Yeah. I probably spend $200 a week. If I'm doing really good, $200 a week. Maybe $250. I don't usually spend almost $150 in one trip, which is why that was so, like, startling. But it was a lot of little convenience foods that helped me survive 2 weeks of school vacation. Chicken and expensive fancy cheese. Yeah. You went back to the meal kit boxes, Christy? I look at those so often. I look at them so often. I just am not sure that everyone would eat it. But it looks so convenient. Your store has set sale days of Friday and Monday. Really? Sale days? Not just like a sales flyer for the week? That's interesting. You know, if I want a free box. I looked at it. I think Every Plate might be the one I looked at recently. I went down a bit of a rabbit hole looking at it. And when I was looking, I was like, okay, this sounds good. This we would eat. Like, this is something I could get the kids to eat. And then when I was done looking at it, I was like, okay, that's like every pasta meal they had available. Like, I can't just make pasta 4 days a week. I mean, I guess I could, but eventually that would get old. Oh, it has weekly sales, but there's like store specials on Monday and Friday. That makes more sense. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. That makes a lot more sense. The meal boxes appeal to me because I struggle with, like, vegetables primarily, unless I buy them frozen, which is fine. That's normally what I do, is buying them frozen. But if I want to buy, like, fresh vegetables, then it's such a pain trying to plan enough variety of meals to use up the amount that you get, if that makes sense. Like, I'll get a thing of carrots and then I'll use it for what I wanted to use it for, and then I'm struggling to come up with something else to use carrots in before the end of the bag of carrots. So, like, I'm mostly a frozen veggie person. Because then I can just use, like, half the bag or a quarter of the bag or whatever. When I look at the little meal kits, I'm like, it comes with everything and just enough of everything. So, like, I feel like that would be a really easy way to take all the mental energy out of trying to plan my menu. Ugh. Yeah, no leftovers is nice too. I'm the only one who really eats leftovers, which is normally fine. I had no dinner plan once. It might have been last week, the week before even. And so I just found, like, a random recipe for, like, chicken, taco, and rice in the Instant Pot. Like, frozen chicken. Didn't even defrost my chicken. Just frozen chicken, rice, broth, corn, black beans, salsa, and taco mix into the Instant Pot. Cooked it for whatever, and I was like, okay, this seems fine. It made, like, we all ate, and then I had 7 containers of leftovers. I'm like, it was only like a cup of rice, or cup and a half maybe, I don't even remember, but it was 1 pound of chicken breast. Like, how did this turn into such a ridiculous amount of food? Like, I don't even understand how that happened. I don't understand how that happened. But I was eating that meal for days. No one else would eat it. So, like, literally my lunch for the entire rest of the week was that meal. And then I still had it for dinner one night and ended up throwing one portion away. Hacker has a blind spot for leftovers. So does Mr. Bluebell. Oh, you do frozen fruit too, Wander? Because it's, yeah. I do a lot of... I try to do fresh fruit, especially. Mini-Me is obsessed with fruit. Like, she'll just go through it like crazy. But sometimes even that, not fast enough. So I do a lot of, like, the Dole fruit cups. The ones that are in juice. Like, not the ones with syrup, but, like, the little Dole fruit cups in 100% fruit juice for, like, fruit salad and stuff. So that I always have fruit available for her without having it spoil. That's what you run into when you don't have meal kits, Christy? Yeah, like the 8,000 portions of leftovers. I still, to this moment, looking at this recipe, I did not expect that to happen, and I can't wrap my head around how it did happen. It was just so much food. Yeah, berries especially are so expensive. Berries are very expensive. Strawberries are grown here, so I can sometimes get them really, really cheap. So we only get them during strawberry season. Her obsession right now is the like little clementines, little mandarin orange things. So she eats 2 a day in her lunch, at least. So I'm going through 1 bag of those, but now the bag of them is like $5 now. It's so much. I used to try to get like a variety of fruit, and now it's like, pick something. Yeah, cuties. Pick something. You want cuties? It's going to be cuties. You want apples? I always have apples because it's the one that my son will sometimes eat. So we always have a bag of apples. Half the time, half of those get thrown away. But I'm like, you want grapes? I'll buy grapes, but only grapes. You want kiwis? I'll buy kiwis this week, but that's it. Like, where I used to get kiwis, strawberries, grapes, and like every day she'd have a little bit of all the things. It's too expensive now, and it spoils too fast if you have too much at once. You gotta focus on one thing at a time. One thing at a time. All right, we made it past the rough patch. With like 30 minutes to go, though, in the stream, I think we really are just going to just make it back to the train station. 2 whole streams worth, but that means next time we'll definitely be able to make it. By next Thursday, if I get back to this on Thursday again next week, the kids will be home. So theoretically, I could go a little bit longer. Right, if they let me. There is that. Ready or Not came out 1.0 release yesterday. So there's going to be a lot of fighting over Steam for the next little bit, I think. He was so excited. Hey, Pug, good to see you. You saw it popping up on Steam? Yep. He's obsessed with that, and he's been counting down and super excited because he's not allowed to play online, obviously. So he plays solo with AI as like AI team. And a big part of this update was improvements to the AI performance of your like team members. So he's been super excited, counting down. I felt terrible because the update came out at 2 o'clock. It was a 58 gig update and it took over 2 hours between like the download and then the verifying of the files and all of the stuff. It was ridiculous. So he came home from school like really excited. He was like, I told him he could play. They're not usually allowed to use the computer for gaming on school days. But I was like, I will let you do it. It's an early release day on Wednesday. Like, you're really excited about this. I'll let you play for 1 hour. Like, it'll be fine. And then it took all the way until like 5 o'clock for the game to be ready to be played. But he was loving it. He's really excited to get back into it. It is a very long walk. This is a very, very long walk. Yup. I felt bad because really he was only allowed to play because they get home an hour early. So in my mind, you know, you get home at 3 o'clock instead of 4 o'clock. You can play from 3 to 4 and it evens out. I normally wouldn't let him game at basically dinner time. But he was just watching the computer the whole time, like watching the download, doing the thing. And then, of course, because everything has to be a problem, my daughter was like, this is not fair. And I'm like, this is not a regular thing. He's been waiting like 2 months for this update to finally release. He's been so excited. He's really been looking forward to it. And it's like a one-time exception. He's got a little bit of extra time and we're doing a one-time exception because of this. And she's like, well, what if it's me? What if there's a game I really want to play? I'm like, what game are you really desperately waiting for an update on? And she started throwing out the most random things. And I was like, I'm not buying you a new game that you don't even own yet to be able to play. Like, no, just. So yeah, there's gonna be some struggles over Steam time. And of course it's my Steam account, so I also want in on the Steam time. We're almost there, I think. Yep, children. Everything has to be a thing. The slightest hint of inequality. Nope. See his character. I want control for crouch. Funny thing is, it's never bothered her before that she can't game on a weeknight. Like, that's never been a thing that has bothered her. She's never wanted to game on a school day. She's never asked to do it. She's just accepted the reality of it. And like now, all of a sudden, it's desperately unfair that you don't get a chance now that he's doing it. You're just trying to find a reason. Why don't I get them their own Steam account? Mostly because, I mean, I could have for Ready or Not, but mostly they're playing my games and I don't want to repurchase games that I've already purchased. Ready or Not would have been the perfect one to get his own Steam account for, because like that's not a game that I'm ever going to play. But most of the games they play are my games. And even on the family account, I can't be playing. Like, I can have it on the other thing. They have their own little family login, but I can't be playing at the same time.
I would do anything for a drink right now.
Hey, George, good to see you. But yeah, in hindsight, I should have bought Ready or Not for him under his own Steam account. Oh, the slow walk. The buffering is the slow walk. Yeah. We're probably starting to get even slower because I'm getting tired. So I bet, yeah, see, I can't carry 77 anymore. I'm down to 65. So we're just going to get slower and slower and slower. We're almost there, I think. Have we even done the transition? I don't even think we've done the transition. Oh, yep. You're exactly right, Wonder. Then she would want her own Steam account. She'd come up with some game to buy that she'd want for herself. I don't even think she... I guess I could have bought her that puppy game. That, like, specific puppy game. Your daughter doesn't like any games that you play? Mine are upset because, especially now that Steam has, like, cloud saves, there's certain games, like, the, she desperately wants to play Planet Zoo. Desperately. And I feel really bad because there's no save files in that. Like, it's just... It's my account. Like, it's my zoos. If she tries to make her own zoo, she's using my money and resources. So there are certain games where I'm like, that's way too expensive of a game for me to buy a second time. But, you know, she can't play it. I have to say no. Whereas there's other games where I think it works the other way. I've let them play it, so now I can't play it. What mic do I use? It's the Elgato Wave 3. I'd have to look that up. I know it's Elgato. It's Elgato. Yeah, Wave 3. Yes. Here we go. I was about to say, Sarah, what mic do we have? They want to play Lego Fortnite. Lego Fortnite's another one. It's free though, so I'm contemplating like letting them have their own Epic account. But then I'd have to really watch them because I don't want them playing actual Fortnite. But they want to play Lego Fortnite. They were excited watching me play that. There was another one recently that they couldn't play because I was currently doing a series on it. What was it? It was another game that they wanted to play and they couldn't because I was doing it. Yeah, if there's like kid lockdowns on it. There probably are. We're tired. We're close though. We'll be able to sleep once we get to the train station. The only downside to the train station is that there's no bed. You have to use your bedroll. George, thank you so much for the gifted membership.
You're awesome!
The draw of Fortnite is, yeah, the ages of my kids. They mostly play Roblox and then some Steam games. My daughter loves Sims. Fortnite, like the line for me for them, and it's weird because Roblox is also online gaming, but they, you know, there's parental controls. They're not allowed to use any of the chat features. Like they can't actually interact with other people.
Starving.
But I don't know. I don't love the idea of letting them play Fortnite. Just eat some of these. House Flipper 2 does look really good. I'm torn on it because it's expensive. It's more than I thought it was going to be. It's $30. I think it's what, $25 on sale right now, maybe? Or $28? I was expecting my daughter to be like obsessed about it. But she didn't really enjoy the demo. And I recently got her the Pets expansion for House Flipper. So I'm sure that you can all imagine what her house and house flipper looks like. I don't even know if she's doing any jobs. She's got like 3 guinea pig cages, 2 rabbits, 4 dogs, 3 cats. It's just endless. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Starving.
Hey, Edith. Yeah, the bundle price is $28. I was surprised by how much money it was. So I'm probably going to wait and see if she asks me for it. I requested a key for it, but like I'm not holding my breath on a game like that. Hey, you wacky chicken. Good to see you. But I just bought Pioneers of Pagonia because I want to play that. I really enjoyed the demo of that, so I'm going to be playing that soon. And Mind Over Magic came out today, so I'm actually going to be playing that later instead of Fountain of Youth. So I'm like at my new game. I'm at my new game price limit until New Year's, at least. Without House Flipper. Yeah, I figured Survival Fountain of Youth's not can push it for a week. I'm excited to try Mind Over Magic. I was already gonna shift it because I was gonna play Pioneers of Pagonia tonight instead of Survival Fountain of Youth. But then I realized Mind Over Magic came out and I shifted it again. We are very tired. Look how tired we are. We just made it here. It's just getting to be nighttime. All right, let me put the gun away so that I don't shoot when I'm trying not to.
It's getting dark out here. Time
Okay,
for
so
shelter.
we're warm here. I've got skillet, I've got water, we've got food. I want to bother lighting a fire. Do I want to bother with a fire? I need to eat something before I do anything else. Are we over encumbered? We are so encumbered. Over 100 pounds. I'm trying to drag my whole life back to this place from where I was. I could warm up the food that I've got, but I don't think that's really necessary. What have I got? What have I got? Let's eat. Well, if I started a fire, I could cook some like oats or something or pancakes. I think I'm hungry enough that like eating that stuff would be good. Use the oil. Yeah. Too bad you can't just drink the oil. Could you imagine? I mean, that would be disgusting. But like from a perspective of needing to just get calories, I don't know. I feel like you could just chug some olive oil. It'd be gross. And there'd probably be a lot of negative repercussions in other ways. I feel like that would probably not agree with me very well. Okay, I can't see anything. And it is storming out here. Oh, I'm glad we made it back. This place is known for blizzards, too. Yeah, Sarah, that's what I was thinking. It would just go right through you. Take the charcoal, start a fire. We want to use a stick.
Doesn't seem so crazy
Cattail
right now.
head. Wait, 85% chance to use my fire striker. I should use my fire striker. I'd say as I switch to using matches. I don't think I'm going to bring my skillet with me. I think I'm going to leave it here. This is going to be like my in-between map areas base location.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. She sounds very Canadian when she says that. All right, so now I want... Well, first let's make some water. remove that can. Pick this stuff all up. Okay, let's drop some fire stuff. I've got 12 coal again, so let's drop another 8. I'm gonna keep 4. I think and hope that because we're mostly going to be in mines, that I'm not going to need to make a bunch of fires. I won't be able to put any down, I don't think, anyway. Like, I think I will have to... I'll have to find a burn barrel. I'm surprised she doesn't apologize to Hill when she falls down and breaks her ankle. So funny. All right, let's... Oh, I'm hungry.
I've never been so hungry in my life.
You definitely have been hungrier than this, I just have to say. You know what's interesting? We didn't find any oil, oats, flour, salt. None of that stuff. All right, let's drink this. Then I'm gonna make... I probably have to eat something else. Probably have to eat something else so that I can handle the prep time and cook time that something like pancakes is going to take. Yeah, we've got enough to make it. We can make 5 I have enough syrup for 5 pancakes. Let's eat this. Maybe we didn't search the bunker well enough. We should go back and check. Totally should. All right, let's make pancakes. Eight minutes until they're ready. Gonna work on water while we're doing this stuff. Eat the pancakes. Then I'm going to cook more pancakes. Because I'm still hungry. I wonder if I'm better off, like, packing pancakes with me? Like, cooking food and packing it with me? Versus carrying all the canned goods? Actually, I think a can of corn weighed the same as a thing of pancakes. It is funny that pancakes are... the syrup is a required ingredient of pancakes. I agree. I would also just eat plain pancakes. Packing them does sound messy, especially when you consider that they are pre-syruped. Oh, actually, they only weigh half as much as a can of corn. All right, so we're pretty good there. Other than pancakes, the only other thing I could cook was... I think I made pies, but I don't have peaches anymore. That's what I was carrying the oil for, was the pies. I don't have enough water to make more pancakes. Oh, oil, I can make Bannix too. Bannix is 230 calories. Pancakes is 575. But for 230 calories... I mean, that's the same as a can of corn, basically. And it weighs a lot less. So I could pack food. I could pack food like that instead. And leave, like, some of the canned goods here. if non-meat food gives you stink squiggles. Do you think that non-meat food would give me stink squiggles? Oh no! I let my fire burn out. I wasn't paying attention. My bad. I was so focused on the food.
Come on, little fire.
Sweet smell squiggles from the syrup.
Perfect.
All right, let's add the other fire log. Now let's cook the bannock. Make that, make more water. 21 minutes till they're ready. You get 2 of them too. So yeah, you get 2 of them for 230 calories each. We've got... I'm gonna need more flour to make too much more of this stuff. Fire so it's 53 minutes. They start out at 85% quality. I don't know if that's just because it's probably my cooking level, I'm guessing. I'm gonna make more pancakes for right now. I can make 3 more pancakes with the amount of syrup that I have. It's still early in the day, but I've only got 15 minutes left in stream. I would like to go check out the new area, but I'm afraid that there's not going to be a good place to stop off. Like, what if I can't find a place to rest or go inside and save the game? Then that could potentially be a problem. I'm going to have to watch how long it takes them to go bad. Bringing the oats was kind of useless. To make oatmeal, you need a pot. I'm going to drop my oil, going to drop my flour, going to drop my syrup. All right, so right now I'm only carrying the bread and these 14 cattails. I've got a lot of water on me. I'm not going to worry about taking a torch or anything. Storm's over. It's good weather. Gotta pick this thing up before I forget it. Gotta pick that thing up. All right, so what else am I going to leave behind? I don't need this lantern. I don't need this lantern fuel. Is this full up? Yeah. I'm going to leave this lantern fuel behind. And these. Okay, so I think I already left a jerry can in here. I did. We've got 2 jerry cans. And a new lantern. So let's note that down. Transfer pass. Jerry cans. Lantern. Miscellaneous food, fuel, water, skillet, flour, oats, and oil. Okay. Also gonna drop a flare gun. Should I drop both flare guns? I'm going to. I'm not going to use them on this next leg, so I might as well leave them here. Flare gun, 15 flare, no. Flare gun, 15, let's shoot, and 15 flares. Because I want to make it clear that those are like the flare canister thing, like the shootable ones, not the flare that I'd hold in my hand. I'm going to leave the rabbit snare here. There's the maple sapling. I want to drop that to finish curing. It's only 42% cured. All right, so we can leave that there to finish curing. We're down to 83 pounds. I want to do better than that, though. We'll leave some water. Very little coal. I probably don't need the hacksaw. I want to keep the hatchet. Probably don't need the hacksaw. I definitely don't need the quality tools. Can I repair this? I can. Okay. You can repair things like the flashlights. I would just need scrap metal, and I left all my scrap metal behind. Quality tools. All right, so here, hacksaw, quality tools times 2. I keep my pry bar in case I need to search something. I'm going to keep my hatchet. Definitely want my hunting knife. I'm going to keep the flashlight in case of an aurora. Probably don't need 4 pieces of leather. But at the same time, they don't weigh that much. Keep my can opener. Oh, I'm going to leave this balaclava. Pickle mask. We'll know what that means. Yeah, I'm going to keep the coal. Got my food. I don't need this can. I'm going to leave my firearm. Well, see, this is where it comes back. The firearm cleaning kit is only 0.22 pounds. Like, it's not... But I can use it to, you know, I might as well clean the gun with it a bunch and then leave it behind. Even though it doesn't weigh very much, I don't need it. I have to let go of this idea that I have to have all the things on me at all times. I don't. I can leave stuff behind and it's going to be okay. Right? I feel like it's going to be okay. All right, my revolver is at 100%, so I don't need to carry this with me, even though it's not that heavy. I already lost it in this mess. Here it is. Okay. Firearm cleaning kit. I'm getting a little twitchy. I'm not encumbered. Look, guys, I did it. At the end of the day, the thing is, we have to come back through here. Like, I cannot not pass back through this space. Right? So anything I leave here is really just, I'm just leaving it behind for now until I come back for it. It's not like one of those places where we're never going to go back there. Like everything I left in like Mountain Town house, I'm never going to go back for that lantern. 4 pots and a skillet. I'm never going to go there. All the Pleasant Valley places, although Thompson Church, 3 maple saplings. No, that one might have been worth going back for. The maple saplings, it turns out. And then look at this, like all the oil and broth and flour. It's all just so heavy. We left a heavy hammer in that bunker. But yeah, like airport, that's a mess to go back to. The Omega bunker, hopefully never have to go back there. But this place is just as helpful, I think, as my main base. We've just got stuff. Those maple saplings, man. That's a long walk, though. Pleasant Valley is all the way back through the dam and all the way back. How many more updates they plan for this? There are 4 total sections of this DLC, and this was the 3rd one. So there's one more map area being added, but like in between that was like the cooking with the food and stuff. So I don't know if there's more small updates before they add the one more big map area, but there is just the one more map area to be added. I've lost track. It went on much longer. Like it's been a year. It's been a year since it first came out. Yeah, yes. So there might be other small things, but there's only one more map that they have to add as part of this one. I'm going to keep my flashlight. Okay, let me run through this again. We need the fuel. We need our lantern because we're going to be inside in the mines, and like light, I think, is going to be a big thing. I obviously am going to drop a little bit of this water. I want my gun. I want my hatchet. Need my sleeping bag. Bandages are a must. I want my spray can. I'm not carrying an excessive amount of charcoal or sticks. I'm being very reasonable with that right now. Reasonable amount of cloth and leather. I'm going to leave the accelerant. I've never used it. I might regret that now that I said it. Oh, it's sorted by weight. I'm like, why did that change? I'm going to leave the accelerant behind. I do pretty okay starting fires without it. Accelerants. I think I spelled that wrong, but it's fine. Okay. Let's run through this again. Fire stuff. Coal, fire starters. I do want to craft some stuff. Like I can craft these newspaper into tinder plugs. And then I have that already done because I'm down to one last cattail piece. So I might as well do it now. I'm going to make more of this. I can make 4 Old Man's Beard dressings. I want that to be ready for my potential medicine needs. I could prep my acorns. I'd have to cook them still before I could eat them, but at least I could prep them and have them ready for cooking. All right, so now that's all the crafting. Let me go back here. I've only got the 4 coal and a couple sticks. I don't have a lot of fire fuel. I'm going to try not to let that stress me out. It's going to be fine. Medical supplies. I have 6 Old Man's Beard. 3 stims. That's probably excessive. The amount of painkillers I'm carrying is probably excessive. I'm going to do it anyway, though. I'm going to leave the rifle holster. Let's drop that. Definitely need to note that. Rifle holster. Because that's going to be really important, but definitely not necessary for anywhere that we're going. Food. We've got a lot of drinks. I'm going to keep the coffee and stuff. Like, none of this adds up to very much weight. Backpack can opener. Definitely want that. There's no fish where we're going, but these weigh almost nothing. So is it really even worth? I'm going to drop the 2 flares. I'm just going to keep the blue ones. Flashlight. Oh, lantern fuel. Drop that. 2 cans of pry bar. My gun and bullets. Oh, wait. Rifle ammunition. Drop that. Well, let's move so I can keep making my piles not on top of each other. I don't even have my rifle with me. So there's no need for that. I'm going to drop these 2 rocks. Not going to need them. I'm definitely keeping my revolver ammunition, though. That I do want on me. And then materials here. Carrying 4 pounds of random materials. Ptarmigan down. Again, it weighs nothing. I was like, I can drop this. It weighs like nothing. It weighs nothing. I know. Buy emotional support rocks. Oh. I think that's anything that I can drop that's actually like it weighs anything significant. Going back here. The lantern's heavy. The spare fuel for the lantern is heavy. Clothes. We're all the way down to like sticks before I get to anything that I'm willing to put down. So I think this is as good as it's going to get, which is not great because it's 74 pounds out of 77, which means I'm going into this already mostly encumbered. So that's great. I love that for me. We're definitely have no space for picking up more stuff, but we're going to use things as we go. I know, right? Start of next stream. I need a rock. Where's my rocks? Where are my rocks? I'm going to bring some more crackers too, though. If I'm going to leave my canned food, crackers are 600 calories for only 1/4 pound. So I'm going to bring another box of crackers. This over here. I'm leaving a ton of fuel behind. Probably a ton of water. But we'll see how that goes. But yeah, let's now I gotta find somewhere to put down my bedroll since I filled my entire place with junk. It is just about nighttime. I'm gonna sleep for an hour to save the game. So we have a save point right here. And then next time we'll sleep through the rest of the night, eat and drink and make sure we're good. And then we're finally going to head out after 37 days, 8 hours of survival, and go see the new area. So next time for sure, we are ready. We're organized. Everything's notated. All I have to do is get my stats under control and we are going to head out to check out the zone of contamination. I got to go change my stream title because we didn't make it today. We didn't quite make it, but ready for next week. So I'll definitely be back to this next week, probably again on Thursday, but keep an eye on my Discord. That's the best place to see what I've got coming up. Things change, like tonight I'm going to be playing Mind Over Magic instead of what I had planned, but the stream times are in there at least. And then the streams get posted to YouTube the day of. So if you enjoyed today's stream and you haven't done so already, please like and subscribe and ring the notification bell so you don't miss the next one. And until then, have a good one, everybody.